In the quiet shallows of the brine-fin coast, on the island of Harmonium, a lonely shape rests in the mud, pale, pulsing, waiting. It is not a pearl, not a stone. It is an egg, and inside it, something extraordinary begins to stir. This is the Crad, mistaken for a crab by those who glance too quickly. The scuttling is fragile but fast. Its legs, still soft, paddle through the silt with surprising grace. It feeds on microalgae, crushed shell particles, and small anemones, constantly absorbing minerals to harden the shell it will one day wear. But today, the scuttling is drawn by something deeper, a tremor, a warmth, a sound unlike any other. Rising from the earth like the bones of the island itself, stand the pillar giants, pillar giant. This one seems to be on its own. Neither plant nor stone, these towering forms pulse with slow, rhythmic life. Covered in barnacles, breathing through pores along their base, they feed on filtered air and tidal microbes. Now the real transformation begins. Beneath the surface of Harmonium, where the tide breathes in and out, the juvie crad learns to navigate a denser world. Here, it practices agility, tests its shell, avoids the shadow of predators, and weaves through the shallow waters. It has eyes and fins, but everything else is wrong. The stomachfish glides silently through Harmonium's shallows, a creature of grotesque efficiency. Even the faintest grind of chitin on bone draws attention. The dagger beetle is feeding. A subspecies of the larger, more formidable samurai beetle, the dagger beetle has neither the armor nor the defensive puffing glands of its cousin, but it compensates with cunning and hunger. Though it cannot breathe underwater for long, it will enter if the prize is worth it, and fortunately, the crad isn't. It slips into a drop, a narrow depression in the underwater clay, slick-walled and deep enough to trap something just its size. There's no grip, no traction. The walls curve inward. Every push sends it sliding back down. Every scrape on its shell, every moment of terror is part of its making. The juvie crad rises, not by force, but by learning. It is no longer prey. It is becoming. Days pass, then weeks. The soft-bodied juvenile, once cautious, unsure. Not all predators hunt the living. Some wait, some clean, some collect. This is the Janitor Box Spider, twice the size of the crad, patient, pitiless, designed to dismantle what others leave behind. It does not chase prey, it outlives them. The crad does not flinch. It does not panic. It simply leaves. Not all victories are battles won. Some are avoided entirely. The sea is quieter now. The lessons learned, the dangers survived. The crad has no more need to flee or to prove itself. It simply waits. And then, a shape. Small, swift, perfect. The water gazelle, nimble, nervous, and exquisitely unaware. But not all prey is taken. The water gazelle escapes into a crack too tight, too deep for the Crad's heavy limbs to follow. The strike fails. The moment has passed. The Crad does not force what cannot be taken. A second gazelle, lighter, smaller, unaware. Again, the moment slips away, not because the Crad was weak, not because it failed, but because the gazelle chose to live, and this time succeeded. A new scent, faint, familiar, impossible. The scent is not of prey, it is not danger, it is one of its own, a female Crad. But Harmonium is ancient, and not all things that whisper in the deep speak truth. Then, movement. Not a predator, not a trap, a house. A species known only as house, they shelter smaller life in exchange for offerings. Peaceful, passive, trustworthy, but trust is what the predator counts on. It should be gone, but it is not. The deep does not forget that easily. There is no strategy now, no plan, only space and whether it is enough. And the Leviathan is there. Not every ending is a happy one. Sometimes there is only a hold, and whether it breaks. Harmonium does not reward strength. It does not reward patience. It only rewards survival. and even that must be fought for.